The Mystara project is proud to present part 33 of the Characters of Mystara series. In this video, we take a look at the master trapper, Jerald Aeren. Jerald Aeren was introduced in the 1988 gazetteer, Gaz 9, the Minrathad Guilds, in the player's booklet, on page 5. Jerald was born into a family of trappers in Harbour Town, on the northwest coast of Traders Isle, in AC 961. His father is Calavar, his mother was Bellina, and his older sister was Bellina the Younger. In AC 967, his younger brother, Bayland, was born. In AC 971, Jerald's mother tragically took her own life. His father remarried. In AC 973, Jerald passed the tests to become an apprentice in the Trappers Guild, then controlled by Guild Corsa. The back of his hand was tattooed with the snare knot symbol of the guild. In AC 975, Jerald demonstrated skill beyond his years, trapping at about 65% proficiency. He quickly progressed to junior journeyman, then a few months later, journeyman. In AC 980, Jerald married a Hin farmer, Eloise, in the Harbour Town Church of Minroth. That same year, a lycanthropy epidemic broke out throughout the Minrathad Isles. In AC 985, Jerald progressed to senior journeyman. After the heartbreak of two stillborn children, Jerald the Younger was born sickly in AC 988, but survived due to assistance from the Church of Minroth. In AC 989, Aeren Medita took office as the ruling guild master of the Minrathad Guilds, and put through sweeping reforms. One of these reforms was to shift control from the family guilds to the ruling guild master of the political guilds. Control of the Trappers Guild was taken away from Guild Corsa, and was put under the control of the Export Guild, which in turn was placed under the control of the Merchant Sailors Guild. In AC 993, a daughter, Faster, was born sickly, but survived again with the assistance of the Church of Minroth. In AC 997, another son, Bim, was born. This time, Jerald's baby was healthy. In AC 998, the master of the Trappers Guild retired. Jerald was judged to have produced and executed the most masterful trap from among the senior journeymen who competed for the vacant position. In AC 999, a third son, Marden, was born healthy. Jerald is a normal human. As a trapper, he may be assumed to be of the fighter class, except that in Minrathad, native fighters must belong to the mercenary guild, or be privateers. It is acknowledged that some fighters, like the merchant prince Nosmo Beldan, don't belong to either organization. However, they may have once belonged to these organizations and switched over, though changing guilds is frowned upon. His trapping skill is 17. He is a member of the fourth caste of Minrothadan society, known as Dosan, or leaders. He speaks Minrothadan patois and Thyacian. As a lawfully aligned person, Jerald's traits are strongly positive. He is very energetic, and loves nothing more than hiking up the highlands for some trapping. He is a cautious trapper, who has studied the dangers of the Traders Isle forested highlands, and heeds the warning signs. He is also very reverent, as the Church of Minroth have saved the lives of two of his children. He is inspired by Minroth's hunting ability, able to fire his famous four-feathered arrows with inhuman accuracy. Whilst he is a forgiving character, he does not mind taking obnoxious and arrogant people down a peg or two. On Minrathad Day, the 19th of Beermun each year, or the 27th of Yarthmont in the Thyacian calendar, Jerald gives a brief speech, as the Trappers Guild Master. He also votes with the other senior journeymen to elect new senior members, and presides over the induction ceremony for new apprentices. As a guild member, Jerald is entitled to a number of privileges. He can buy goods and services produced by the Merchant Sailors Guild, and its associate guilds, at 40% of wholesale price. He can buy goods and services produced by other guilds at wholesale price. These discounts are intended for personal use only. To buy for others, or profit, is frowned upon, and may lead to the discount being revoked for repeat offenders. He also may buy from the Merchant Sailors Guild, and its associates, on account at a low interest rate. Jerald is entitled to first pick of goods or services before they go on sale to the public, except for special order items. He also receives a discount on currency exchange fees, and receives the best possible exchange rate. Jerald may perform trapping services in exchange for low-cost or free travel on a Minrathad ship. Jerald reports to the master exporter, Lackard Mackay. Their relationship is one of mutual respect, although Lackard does not consider the Trappers Guild as the most lucrative of Minrathad's exports. Trapper exports include peccary, oolits, which are a type of grouse, monkeys, toucans, as well as the more lucrative giant lizards and spiders. Jerald is also open to acting as a guide for hunting expeditions, if the price is right. He advises the best time of day to find particular game, and leads the hunting party to where they are likely to find them. He also takes their kills back to their lodgings for them. We shall now hear from Jerald about one of his more memorable hunts.
Lord High and Mighty demanded I take him on a backwards jaunt. A knight from Karamikos, you know the type. He were upset because he couldn't get a merchant prince to fight a duel, and so he wanted to kill something else instead. He had the coin, so I said yes. I warned him 'twere the wrong time of day to find game. And I'll see you in court if we don't, he answers, sarcastic-like. So I says to myself, we'll annoy see how he likes the piglets. Peccary forage in a herd at times, hundreds of them. They run along, stupid, trampling everything in their way, not knowing what they're looking for. It's not hard to find them, look for trampled brush and listen for their noise. Sir Knight didn't figure it out when we circled ahead of the piglets. We dismounted and he got his crossbow ready. Peccary, he asked. I hear those are good eating. I agreed and pointed out where they'd be coming through the brush. I neglected to mention how many. We heard M before we saw M. I was up a tree before he fired his bolt at the first one. Then out came more pigs and out came his sword. He laid about like he was in a slaughterhouse, but it wasn't good enough. Peccary shoved him here and yon, almost knocking him over and tramping him under. Then he gave up and ran down the trail, outnumbered and chased by angry piglets. I about broke my neck, laughing myself out of that tree. I took his kill back to the inn for him. He didn't appreciate it. But I haven't seen him in court, either.
The most likely use of Jerald Aeren in a campaign is as a guide for a hunt on Trader's Isle. Perhaps the PCs have been given a mission to capture or kill an exotic creature, like a lycanthrope, on the isle and have been referred to the master trapper as the best available guide. A devil swine controlling peccary stampedes would be a suitable target. Jerald would probably take a short bow with silver-tipped arrows and a silver dagger for protection. As a cautious individual, his knowledge of the terrain usually keeps him out of harm's way, but the PCs may have to step in and save him from unusual threats, especially magic. The PCs have little chance of finding their prey without their master guide. Perhaps, the devil swine could charm Jerald during the night, causing him to quietly leave the camp. The PCs have to search for clues to track him down. Alternately, Jerald could be a source of adventure leads for PCs. He may discover an ancient Nithian ruin, an abandoned Alphatian wizard's tower, or need help dealing with some non-guild poachers. This concludes part 33 of the Characters of Mystara series, featuring the Master Trapper, Jerald Aeren.